This, you are in 8th grade agriculture and you have been gone, or not gone necessarily, but full online for at least a couple of days. And so here is what is up. We have been learning about wind turbines, pros and cons, alternative energy, all of that jazz. And now we are going to conduct our own little experiment using the scientific method. So first things first, we are going to go through the scientific method. For this, you are going to need a piece of paper. So pause the video, go grab a piece of paper, a writing utensil, come back. I'm assuming that was long enough to pause the video. So, welcome back. Glad you grabbed that piece of paper and pencil that I know you totally grabbed. And please, if you have not grabbed it, here is your second chance to pause the video and go grab it. You don't have to write down everything that's on the screen right now. We'll get to that. But what you should do is label the top of your paper scientific method. Because, that's what we're talking about. And when you label things, you're more likely to find them later. So, these are the steps of the scientific method. Now, if you look it up, you can find a few variables. A lot will have research towards the beginning, but for this project, these are going to be our steps. We're going to start with problem/question. So you can write down problem/question on your piece of paper. And again, if at any point I'm going too fast for you to jot things down, just pause the video, write down what I told you to write down, and then press play. You are in control of that. So problem/question is exactly what it sounds like. You notice something and you ask a question about it. So for the experiment we are going to do, we are going to ask, how does the size of a windmill's blades affect the speed that the windmill spins? So I do want you to write that down. Write problem/question and then write that as our question. And as any good question, we've got a question mark at the end. So again, pause if you need to. But that is what we are going to conduct an experiment on. We are going to see, using a model, how windmill blades can affect the speed of that windmill. So, the next step of our process is hypothesis. So, you can write down the word hypothesis. I'm going to jack up the size of these heading fonts. What is a hypothesis? Yeah, so it's an educated guess. You look at that question and you're like, what do you think is going to happen? How does the size of the windmill blades affect the speed of the windmill? Well, bigger blades are either going to be faster or slower. So, your hypothesis needs to be written in a format that looks like this. If A, and I'm going to underline A. Oops, but I don't want to underline the rest. Then B. And with that, the reason why we write it that way is because what we're going to be testing is that A. So A is what will change, and B is the result we expect to see. So, for example, if my hypothesis was going to be related to something that's not windmills, say it was plant growth, and I said, if you provide a plant with more light, then the plant will grow faster. So when I'm designing my experiment, I'm going to be looking at that more light, that would be my A, and I would be altering how much light I give a plant and then measuring how much they grow. So if A, then B. So what you are going to do then is write your own hypothesis for this question. And how it should be formatted is if a windmill's blade is, and here's where you get to decide. You get to decide either smaller or larger. So if a windmill's blade is smaller or larger, write down the one that you want. The windmill will spin. And again, you get to decide faster or slower. So that underlined part is the part that you get to decide what you want to write down. Make sure that is written down. And then I want you to put this piece of paper in a safe place that you are not going to lose. That's really, really, really important. I don't want you to lose this piece of paper. Don't lose it. Put it somewhere safe. And then the next time we talk about all this stuff, you'll have that piece of paper to use. That's it for today. Have a great day. If you are watching this on the day you're supposed to be watching this, have a great weekend. If you're watching this on another day, have a great day.